Welcome back to Fast Freddy RC, and today I'm going to show you the easiest way to do the four-wheel steering option if you choose to do so. Because it's here at step 15 that they are now saying you need to refer to pages 22 to 24 when assembling this for four-wheel steering. Now, a viewer showed me, because I had launched this video once before, and even though I had gone through the whole manual trying to figure it out, I still messed up one thing, and it was these parts here, because what I didn't see, and it wasn't standing out, I may have read it, is it still says you need to go to the N6 part if you're going to do four-wheel steering, and I still ended up putting on N5. So I'm doing this video again. So now let me show you how and the best way to do the steps to do the four-wheel steering. So obviously with 15, this doesn't apply because we need to change these. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to put this piece on first, and then you're going to go over to the four-wheel steering setup, and we're going to put on the N6 front top arms and use N1 and N4. And these literally are the parts that we used when we built the front. So when using the four-wheel steering, you want to build the back end pretty much the exact same way as you built the front. So once you've gone to step 15, we're going to go to here. You'll have put this on at step 15, and now we will use N6 parts for the top, and we'll use the N1 and N4 parts for the bottom. Then we will continue and we'll do step 2, because you can see that this is where we're going to build the rear hubs now, and put in all of the drive line. But as you'll notice, when you get to step 3, we can't do any more because we haven't even built the shocks yet. So you're going to do steps 1 and steps 2 on the four-wheel steering side of things. Then we're going to go back to step 15, because what we're going to see here is, you can see that 16 we already did, 17 we already did, so we're skipping all of this. We're skipping 16, we're skipping 17, we're skipping 18. What happens in 19? We start building the dampers. So now we can continue on with step 19, continue on with step 20, continue on with step 21, continue on with step 22. However, the only thing that I would suggest at this point is ignore the rear bumper, because we haven't done any of this yet. So ignore the rear bumper. You can put on the front one, ignore the rear. Then we're going to go to step 23, work on the steering linkage. Then in 24, we're going to attach everything as it says. And then in 25, we are going to do the RC equipment check. Now, at the point of 25, once you've done the RC equipment check, we can continue on building the four-wheel steering option, because here, once we had finished 2, we can now do 3 because the shocks are there. We can now do 4 because we've done the RC equipment check, so we can now attach everything properly to the servo. And then in step 5, we can still do all of the steering linkages. And then in step 6, we can attach the rear steering linkage. That's all there and there. And in 7, we can attach the servo because we've already done all the equipment checks. So technically, the four-wheel steering option, if you go that way, is finished. So then, when we go back to where we were, once we've already done all of this, now we can go back to installing the front servo as well, and continue going through the manual as originally intended if you're only doing the two-wheel steering option. So that is my suggestion for doing this, is that in order to make this as easy as can be, still continue with step 15, then continue like with putting on this bracket up front, then you're going to do steps 1 and 2 and move right back to step 19, if we can get there, and continue on as usual until you've got to the RC equipment check. That way we've done everything needed in the order that's probably the best way to do it to get that four-wheel steering option complete. So that's my suggestion, and going forward in future videos, because I am building this as a four-wheel steering squash van, that is the way that I'll be doing it. So you'll see that. So if you're intending on doing the two-wheel steering option, you can ignore these instructions and just continue on as usual, going from 15 all the way to the end. But as we're going to do the four-wheel steering, you'll see my instructions going forward are going to get a little weird. So I'll figure out how to label this for you to make this as easy as possible. So that's my suggestion for doing the four-wheel steering. So until next time, we'll see you in another video.